Hello, my name is Mael. I am the founder of Positive Period, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make my red badge of courage, which is one of our favorite pads. I would say that this pad is the second easiest pad to sew, and there is an easier one, the Weeping Womb, but this one is just a little more efficient for those heavier days. So let's get started. So for this pad, you're going to need two different templates that are available on our website. So you have the inside layer, and you have this exterior layer, which is a lot bigger, and as you can see, has the wings. So this inside layer will kind of just give you like an insight of what it looks like in the pad, like this. So for this exterior layer, as you can see, this is what you see on the outside, only we don't have any inside layers like this. So you'd have a layer of cotton like that. So that's just any like nice cotton fabric. It doesn't have to have a pattern, it's just anything that you'd like. And then one layer of fleece. So that would actually look like this. And then on the inside, you also want another layer of fleece and a layer of waterproof and 3 layers of toweling. So after you have all your materials, you're going to want to cut them out, as I said already, and then the layout or how you place it is going to be the next step before you start sewing. So you're going to start, and I already have it prepared for you guys to show you, with one of these like nice cloths for the exterior pattern, and then you're going to start with your waterproof fabric. So your waterproof fabric, you kind of want it the shiny side facing the non-nice side, or as you can see on these cotton fabrics, there's often a nicer side and the less nice side. So you want the less nice side to be sticking up, and then you want the shiny side to also be sticking up. Then this next part isn't as important, but you're going to want your layer of fleece and your 3 layers of toweling. So you can also swap it around. It doesn't have to be like toweling and then fleece. It can be whatever you want, but just make sure you have your cotton and then your waterproof, and then your fleece and toweling, because this is the absorbency layer, and the waterproof is there to just stop the blood after from getting past the absorbency layer. So you're going to want to prepare it like this. You're going to want this like all in the middle, and then when you start sewing, you're going to want to sew around here, just around there. That's all you need to do. And so that's going to be the first sewing step. Then for the next step, you're going to take your second fleece fabric that has the wings, so the exterior template you're going to use. So you're just, I don't think fleece has a special side that you need to use, but if yours does, make sure the bad side is kind of facing up, facing down, sorry. And then you're going to take your good side of the cotton and you're going to put it on the fleece, just like this. So it's like that. So you can see we can only see the bad side of the cotton. And you're going to want to sew all around here and leave like a small gap here. That is sewn, you are going to want to flip it inside out, and so that the nice side is like you would see it on your final version, for instance. Alright, so for this next step, you're going to want to either use loop turners, or there's other things you can use. And you're just going to want to like grab, or you can also use your fingers and just grab a piece of the fabric with that little gap. Like you put your fingers in through the gap and you grab it and you flip it out. And then with like chopsticks or your loop turner, you can just go around inside and just go around the edges to make sure that everything is completely the way it's supposed to be. And then you're going to want to sew it. There's going to be your little gap, so you're just going to want to sew all around. You can't really see on the fleece side, but you can see here there's a little line all around just a small line to make sure everything is closed properly. It is also recommended, not necessary, but to just iron before you sew this final seam. It just helps the fabric get like perfectly straight, and also because you want to tuck in the little pieces on the end, just ironing it helps it stay in while you're sewing as well. That's very useful. The final step, because obviously so you have your pad now, but you can't close it. So the final step, and this one is a little tedious, it's to add these little snaps on. So I use this snap machine, and I use these little plastic snaps. You can use metal snaps. Some people also use soft Velcro, but personally I find plastic straps the best for me. For those interested, I use T5 snaps. I think they work the best for me, at least. They're very easy. I mean, it does take a long process, but it's still the easiest one I find. And you're just going to want to make sure, as you can see, this snap, it has like kind of a little hole inside, and this one, it kind of sticks out. So you're going to want to make sure that one of these is on this side while the other would be on that side, just to make sure that it can close properly. So I'm just going to use this thing, and I'm going to just puncture a little hole through it and just make sure that the hole is like really just nice and visible again. And you're going to take one of the little spiky ones and just pierce it through the hole. This part can be a little hard sometimes. Sometimes it takes a couple goes. There you go. Once you know it's like gone through completely, that's what it should look like. You should see it fully. And you're just going to take one of these, make sure it's the right side. So this one, it has a little hole inside. So just going to go like that. And then I'm going to take my little machine and just hold it down for just a couple seconds. Just always add a couple more if you want to, just to make sure. And then you'll see that this what used to be the spike is completely like smashed down. And so that's what we want. And then you're going to go on the other side. You're going to try and get it like exactly opposite. And you're just going to do the same thing. And again, make sure it's the opposite side. So this time my spikes is going in from that side, where last time it was going through on the fleece. Sorry. You're just going to pierce it through and then find it on the other side. So yeah, I always find the fleece is easier to find it. And then this time, it's kind of like going up. There's a little thing that goes up. And so I'm going to make sure it's on the right side, or the correct side, sorry. And just hold it down for as long as you wish to hold it down for. And there you have it. And then you can just easily go like that and easily snap it off. This is how you make my red badge of courage. Thank you so much for watching and following along. Please let us know if you have made it, or if you have any questions. We have a form on our website for any questions that you might have, and feel free to give us a follow on our Instagram. It is very much appreciated. So thank you very much.